Hi, I'm Daniela Intilli and welcome to the Monday AM edition of AFL Today on Big Pond Sport. The Pies secure top spot with 1 round to go, but only just. A fairy tale farewell for Captain Kirk and Paul Roos. And is this the mark of the year? Unbelievable! But we start with a twilight clash between West Coast and North Melbourne at Subiaco Oval. And the Eagles will collect their first wooden spoon next week after going down to North in skipper Brent Harvey's 300th game. West Coast have now lost 12 of their last 13 matches. Emotions boiled over on the field as well after Eagle Beau Waters was reported for charging Lee Adams. Another horror week for under siege Essendon coach Matthew Knights after a 27-point loss to Brisbane. Lions skipper Jonathan Brown made a triumphant return from injury, booting 4 goals in his 200th game, but Brisbane's victory was soured by a chest injury to Troy Selwood, who was taken to hospital after a heavy collision. Matthew Primus has boosted his chances of taking Port's top job after Power's 29-point victory over Melbourne at Amy Stadium. It's Primus's 4th win from 6 games as caretaker coach, but the highlight was Liam Jara's soaring grab, inarguably one of the marks of the year. Jara! Unbelievable! The Swans are one step closer to hosting a home elimination final with a 44-point belting over the Bulldogs. It was a fitting send-off for coach Paul Roos and retiring skipper Brett Kirk in their final outing at the SCG.
Yeah, it was a great effort, fantastic win. I mean, they're a real quality side, so to come here and comprehensively beat them, I mean, they are quality. They're a genuine top 4 finals contender, premiership contender, so it's a great effort.
You're an emotional man, Kirky, but you're a forward now. What are you doing retiring, man?
Yeah, no, I went for this today just to play a role. I love the Swans family. Great support here. Everyone has supported us. Tonight's about thanking the fans. It's their last time here, and I just love the place.
Sydney face the Lions at the Gabba this Sunday, while the Dogs take on the struggling Bombers on Saturday night. Collingwood survived a scare to snatch a thrilling 3-point win over Adelaide and seal the minor premiership. Scott Pendlebury amassed 30 disposals for the Pies, with Dale Thomas the only multiple goal scorer. Coach Mick Malthouse unimpressed, accusing his players of being too cute.
It's just been in the game as long as I have. You just know when things are not what they should be.
And Collingwood President Eddie Maguire has told our very own Lee Matthews the Pies deserve a cash reward for finishing in top spot.
But I've always felt that, even to extrapolate out a bit, that if we had a week's break between the last game of the season and the first game of the finals, you could announce the All-Australian, make a big deal of giving the McClellan Trophy to the top team and maybe a cash prize as well. Yeah.
The Magpies will aim for 10 consecutive wins when they meet Hawthorn on Saturday for their last match of 2010. The Crows will host 3rd place St Kilda, who downed Richmond at Etihad. Saints midfielder Lee Montagna collected a season-high 42 possessions, while defender Brendan Goddard was on course for the mark of the year before Jara's effort against Port. Jumping Jack won the battle of the Revolt Cousins, booting 7 goals to Nick's 3, but it's the other Cousins causing concern for the Tigers. The retiring midfielder limped off with a hamstring problem and faces a battle to be fit for his farewell match against Port on Sunday. But Tigers midfielder Trent Cotchin has told Big Pond Sports Weekend Cuz will play.
I think the way Cuz is, he'll manage to get himself out there in some way.
Fremantle coach Mark Harvey has defended his decision to rest a host of stars ahead of Friday night's crucial showdown with Carlton. 7 Dockers were rested for the clash against Hawthorn, including skipper Matthew Pavlich, while midfielder Paul Hasleby was a late withdrawal with injury. The 116-point slaughtering left Fremantle just 1 point away from equalling their worst losing margin. They'll need a good result against the Blues to secure a home finals berth. Carlton will also be fighting for a home elimination final after Friday night's heavy loss to Geelong. The victory leaves the Cats in 2nd spot, but their final preparations have been dealt a blow, with key forward James Podsiadly expected to come under heavy scrutiny from the match review panel for his high bump on Bryce Gibbs. Podsiadly and Gary Ablett both booted 4 goals for the Cats. In injury news, Bulldogs coach Rodney Eade has blamed the SCG surface for the hamstring injury which could sideline Adam Cooney for the finals campaign. Captain Brad Johnson is also in trouble. His Achilles complaint will be assessed today. Sydney ruckman Shane Munford is also set to miss the Lions game with a knee injury. Port's Brett Ebert has also done his knee. Hawk Grant Birchall looks set to miss a few weeks with a hamstring tear. Better news for Luke Hodge. The star utility should be okay for Saturday's showdown against Collingwood. Well, that's all for now. Don't miss the PM edition of AFL Today with Nat Edwards at 2 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. A reminder how to access content on your mobile. Simply press Big Pond on your Telstra Next Gen mobile and select Sport. You can also view content on your television through the Telstra T-Box. This digital set-top box, when connected to your eligible Big Pond broadband service, will give you access to all Big Pond sport content direct to your TV. I'm Daniela Intilli. See you next time.